I call the Minister for Ballina.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Industry, Resources and Energy. Given the overwhelming level of community opposition to coal seam gas...
we might have to start that question again. I knew you could, but I thought we'd just clarify it for you, just in case. Member for Ballina, could you just begin the question again? Thank you.
Minister, given the overwhelming level of community opposition to coal seam gas, will the government act to ban this industry in the Northern Rivers?
Call the Minister.
Madam Speaker, no early mark today. No. Madam Speaker, look, I thank the member for Ballina for her question and her interest in this matter. Though it gives me some concern to note in the chamber yesterday, the honourable member stated the following, that she stated it's clear that the government's New South Wales gas plan is a failure. The licence buyback scheme has been bungled. Well, can I remind the honourable member and members present that under the gas plan, the footprint of CSG in this state has been reduced from more than 60% to the 8% that it has today. We have successfully bought back 16 petroleum exploration licences across the state, and I would also remind the member that the Pell buyback is just one of 17 actions outlined in the comprehensive New South Wales gas plan. From accepting all of the recommendations of the independent chief scientist and engineer to removing petroleum titles from national parks and supporting households and businesses to use gas more efficiently, we're putting in place a clear strategic framework to deliver world's best practice regulation of the gas industry, whilst at the same time securing vital gas supplies for this great state. Madam Speaker, the New South Wales gas plan is what should have been in place 15 years ago when this industry was getting off the ground. What's upsetting, I've got to say, about this debate is the unfair and patently untrue statements that are being hurled around by opponents of the government. This in no way provides clear scientific facts for communities across New South Wales. What is upsetting is the constant false and negative reflections that are made on the honourable members for Lismore, Clarence and Tweed. The rollout of coal seam gas licences over their electorates was not of their making. They're not to blame. Indeed, no one at the time from the Greens was making any noise on the issue when licences were being issued by those opposite. Indeed, I do note a comment from Dr John Kay in 2009, but wait for this, that the potential for local gas generation should be factored into any planning for the Far North Coast energy strategy. That was from the Greens.
Just too much conversation and shouting.
Times has changed, as has Dr Kay's position. Indeed, we've now seen, Madam Speaker, I can inform the House, 3 licences cancelled on the Northern Rivers under this government. We've also reduced the size of licences such as Pell 4-5 to such an extent that the electorate of Ballina is effectively now CSG free. As recently as last week, Madam Speaker, this government successfully bought back and cancelled Pell 457, issued by former Minister McDonald, covering 75,000 hectares of the state. All this was done, these buybacks, this clawback, taking control, was done with the urging of local national MPs who understand the gas plan and see that it's working. What's upsetting is the highly irresponsible position that is being taken by Labor on the issue. The last election was the first time most people in the Northern Rivers had ever seen a leader of the Labor Party. When the Labor Party promised the people of Northern Rivers that they would cancel licences in the area without compensation, I knew at that moment they must have given up on becoming a responsible government. I knew this because even the Labor Party surely realised that a government can't walk away from commitments made in good faith without dealing with those who have been negatively affected. The people of the Northern Rivers saw straight through Labor's fickle promises and voted accordingly. Whatever your thoughts on this industry may be, companies such as Metgasco have invested after the government of the day issued them with licences. Should extreme actions such as cancelling these licences without compensation be taken, there would be severe sovereign risk issues for this state. In fact, we may see significant amounts of investment simply leave the state. There may also be questions about the legality of such actions without just cause and subsequent actions. Madam Speaker, the government has been and continues to negotiate with the title holders in the Northern Rivers. I would note that Negasco has publicly stated that it wishes to continue in good faith negotiation with the government, and that will occur. This is a significant and complex issue, and I thank the members for Lismore, Clarence and Tweed for the significant work they've done on behalf of their communities. Madam Speaker, this government remains committed to putting in place the New South Wales Gas Plan and delivering the regulation of the gas industry the people of New South Wales deserve.
Thank you. I call the member for